Hey guys, welcome to Maximum Zen Yoga. We'll begin today's practice sitting at the back of your mat. Bring the knees wide and the toes together. Send the hips all the way back, walking the hands forward. Come to rest in wide-legged child's pose, allowing your forehead to rest all the way onto the mat. Lengthening out the back of the neck, finding length through the spine. Taking this opportunity to connect to your breath. Taking smooth, steady, deep inhales and smooth, steady, deep exhales. Filling up the lungs on the inhale and letting it all go on the exhale. Inhaling smoothly. And when you're ready, come up to tabletop position. And as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, pull your heart forward. Exhale to round through the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Moving with the breath, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, round through the spine, lift up through the shoulder blades. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the gaze. Tailbone moves up and out. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Come back to center and reach your right toes back and your left arm reaches forward. Coming into a bird dog position, holding here, balancing, strengthening the core, and then we'll bring the elbow and the knee together underneath the body and lengthen out. Exhale to squeeze the elbow and the knee together. Inhale to find length, extending the arm and the leg. Exhale, squeeze the knee and the elbow together. Inhale, find length, extending the arm and the leg, and release. We'll repeat on the other side, reaching the left toes back and the right arm reaches forward. Find your balance, engage the core. Exhale to squeeze the elbow and the knee together. Inhale, find length as you extend. Exhale, squeeze everything together, touch the knee and the elbow. And then extending. One more time, squeeze the elbow and the knee together and extend, find length and release to the mat. Beautiful. Inching the knees just a couple inches back, and then we'll bring the heart all the way to the mat, coming into a puppy dog posture. Resting the forehead on the mat and arms are extended all the way out in front. Keep the tailbone lifted high, finding length through the spine, breathing into the low back, allowing the back of the neck to be long. When that feels complete, come back up to a tabletop position and step your right foot forward. Coming into a low lunge, start to send your hips towards the earth. You can even inch your left leg just a little bit further back until you feel a stretch in the hip flexor. Start to lift the heart, find length through the spine. Maybe you come up onto your fingertips. And then we'll straighten out the right leg, send the hips back, moving into a hamstring stretch, modified splits. Lifting the toes up towards the sky. Keep your right knee bent and then come forward into low lunge. So we'll flow a couple times, moving through this posture, moving back into modified splits, extending the right leg, lifting your toes towards the sky, finding length through the back of the leg and through the spine. And then come forward, low lunge. Tuck your left toes under and lift your knee. Runner's lunge here, reaching the arms forward, use your core strength. And then as you exhale, reach your arms back. Staying steady, staying with the breath, firing up the core, using your strength, pressing down equally through both feet, and then release the hands to the mat, dropping your left knee to the mat, and step back into tabletop. We'll move into the other side, step the left foot forward, find your low lunge, sending the hips towards the earth. You can always inch the right knee further back to feel that stretch in the right hip flexor. Also lifting the heart, find length through the spine. And then we'll send the hips back, straightening out the left leg, lift your toes towards the sky, moving into modified splits. Find length through the spine. And listening to your body. Then we'll move forward into low lunge position. And start to send the hips back, straightening out the left leg, lift your toes towards the sky. Keep a gentle bend in the left knee and find length through the spine. And flow forward, find your low lunge, tuck your right toes under and lift your knee. Setting up for our runner's lunge. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Use your core strength. And then exhale, reach the arms back, palms facing down. Keeping the gaze down towards the floor, back of the neck is long. Connecting to the breath. And releasing the hands to the mat. Step back into tabletop position. Tuck the back toes under and lift the hips, moving into downward facing dog. We'll start to walk out the dog, bending one knee at a time. Then when you're ready, come to stillness, find length through the spine. Start to straighten out the legs as you reach the heels towards the earth. Inhale, reach your right leg towards the sky. Look forward and step the right foot forward. Lifting all the way up, reach the arms to the sky. Crescent lunge. We'll drop the left heel to the mat, opening up the arms into warrior two position. Bring the gaze over the right fingertips. The right heel is lined up with the middle of the back foot. Inhale, reach the right fingertips forward and drop your forearm to your thigh. Sweep the left fingertips forward. Extended side angle. If you'd like to challenge your core, reach both arms forward like you're holding a big beach ball up over your head, reaching it forward, using your core strength. And then we'll open back up to warrior two. Flip your right palm open, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. Breathing. And windmill the hands back to warrior two. Straightening out the right leg, turn your toes so both toes are parallel to the mat, setting up for a wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Leading with the heart, start to hinge forward. Walk your hands down your legs and release the gaze between the feet. Keep reaching your tailbone up towards the sky, and if you need to, keep a gentle bend in the knees. Feeling this stretched on the backs of the legs. Taking a full deep breath. We'll come out with a nice long spine, standing all the way up. Turn to face forward, drop your palms to the mat, step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, reach the left toes to the sky, look forward, step the left foot forward. Use your core strength to lift your arms and torso up. Come into crescent lunge. Using lower body strength. And we'll drop the right heel to the mat, opening up to warrior two position. Bring the gaze over the left fingertips. Engage the core, pull the belly button in towards the spine. Gently pulling the shoulder blades together. And inhale, reach the left arm forward, bring your forearm down to your thigh and sweep the right fingertips forward. If you'd like to challenge your core, reach both arms forward, just like you're holding onto that beach ball. Using the core strength, keep breathing, and then windmill the hands back to warrior two position. Flip your left hand open, reach it up and back, reverse warrior. And we'll come back into warrior two. Straightening out the left leg, turn your both feet parallel to the mat. And then start to hinge forward, coming into our wide-legged forward fold, lifting your tailbone towards the sky, reaching the crown of the head towards the floor. And just stopping when you start to feel that stretch down the backs of the legs. And without locking the knee, we always want to keep a micro bend in the knee. To come out of the pose, bending the knees with a long spine, standing all the way up. Turn to face forward, windmill the hands over the left foot and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, drop your knees and lower down. Lift up into baby cobra and exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank, drop the knees, exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale through tabletop, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, come forward, this time lowering down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Fold forward, gentle bend in the knees. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Bring hands down through heart center. Setting up for a warrior three, bring your hands to your hips and step the right toes back. Coming up high on the right toes, start to hinge forward, bringing the heart so it's parallel to the mat as you reach your right toes behind you, extending through the crown of the head, reaching your arms down beside the body, palms facing down. Balancing here. If you'd like to challenge this posture, make it a little bit more difficult, reach your arms forward. And then to come out of the pose with control, release your right foot to the mat. And it's okay if you fall out. Starting again in mountain pose. Take a breath. Bring your hands to your hips. Step the left foot back. Come high up onto the left toes. And start to hinge forward, bringing your heart so it's parallel to the mat, reaching the left toes straight extended behind you. Bring your arms extended beside the body with the palms facing down, crown of the head reaches forward. Engage the core, and if you'd like to challenge yourself today, reach the arms forward. Beautiful, keep breathing. got this. Keep holding. And slowly start to release the left foot to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees as you inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring hands down through heart center. We'll step the feet wide, toes facing outwards. Getting ready for our squatting position. Sitting all the way down, bring your triceps to your knees and start to press your arms into your knees, opening up your hips. And I'll turn towards the side so you can see the length through the spine. Reaching the crown of the head towards the sky and reaching the tailbone down towards the earth. If you need to, you can use a block to sit on for support. And keep pressing your triceps into the knees, opening up the thighs, opening up the hips, and finding your breath. Feeling the space in the hips, and the length through the spine. Beautiful, great job. Keep breathing. You can release your hands to the mat, and we'll step back. Sending the hips all the way back, keep the knees together, and come into another version of child's pose. Resting the forehead all the way onto the mat as the arms reach forward. And when that feels complete for you, come forward, laying all the way down onto your belly, reaching the arms down beside the body, palms facing down. And as you inhale, start to lift your heart, lifting the legs and thighs. Keep the back of the neck long, gaze falls just in front of your mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeeze the glutes as you lift up higher. Feel the strength through the spine, and then slowly start to release. We'll bend both the knees, grabbing onto the outer edges of the ankles. Gently start to flex your feet. And then start to kick the legs, and the harder you kick, the higher your heart will lift. Bow pose. Keep kicking harder, lifting the heart. Gently start to lift the gaze. Keep kicking, beautiful, breathing, and exhale as you release. And resting your right cheek onto the mat. Taking a full deep breath, maybe even sighing out on the exhale. And just switching the gaze over to the other side. Bringing the left cheek to the mat. Inhale and sighing out on the exhale. Start to allow the nervous system to cool down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, pushing up to tabletop position, and we'll come forward, sitting down onto your heels. Gently tucking the sit bones in between your heels, and then start to walk your hands behind you. Keep pressing your knees into the mat and stopping whenever you feel a stretch in the quadriceps or down the front of the legs. Keep pressing the knees into the mat and breathing into the space, into the thighs. When that feels complete for you, come back up to center. And then we'll bring the legs in front of the body. Keep the knees bent, bring the soles of the feet together, grabbing onto your ankles or your toes. Start to hinge forward with a long spine, folding forward. Pressing the hips open. Keep folding forward. And then we'll allow this posture to become completely passive, rounding through the spine, just folding forward, allowing gravity to do all of the work for you. Slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time, lifting the gaze last. Bring the knees together. Step the feet to either side of the mat and gently start to windshield wiper the knees back and forth, nice and slowly, moving to one side and then slowly moving to the other side. Moving to one side and slowly moving to the other side. Being gentle on the body. And when that feels complete for you, rolling down all the way onto your back. Keep the feet wide and bring the knees together. And if it feels good for you, bring one hand to your heart and your other hand to your belly. Gently fluttering the eyes closed. And feeling the movement of the breath. Allowing the breath to be slow, smooth, and steady. And feeling the body start to cool down. Heartbeat starts to slow down and the nervous system starts to relax. Gently start to bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice hug, and if it feels good, gently rocking side to side. Giving yourself a little spinal massage if that feels good for you. And then release and extend both the legs, extending the arms down beside the body. And if your eyes are not already closed, I invite you to close them. And find stillness as we relax in Shavasana. I invite you to take this opportunity to allow yourself to be completely still. Keeping your attention on your breath. Anytime the mind wanders, gently bringing it back to the breath, gently bringing it back to this moment. And you can stay here, or if you'd like to transition out of Shavasana, roll over to one side. Support your head and neck with your arm and pause in the fetal position. And slowly start to make your way into a comfortable seat. So we close our practice today I invite you to bring hands to heart center, close the eyes, and I would love to extend my deepest gratitude to you for sharing your practice with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and have a beautiful day.